In this video, I'm going to show you how to check a rational equation. It's very similar to checking an expression using the table feature. The equation comes from your eText, and it's b over b minus 5 plus 2 over b plus 5 equals 50 over b squared minus 25. I worked this out previously and got b equal 5 or b equal negative 12 as my two separate answers. And basically what you're doing is substituting 5 back into the equation and seeing if the left and right sides are equal, and then you're substituting negative 12 back in and seeing if it makes the left and right sides equal. And this is a good idea, especially if you've done a real lot of work to solve this, and it doesn't take that long to do the check. The first thing you want to do again is go back by hand, and anywhere there's a fraction, look at the numerator and denominator and put parentheses around any numerator or denominator that has an operation going on in it. So we have three denominators that need parentheses there. And we're going to use the y equal key on the calculator. So let's turn the calculator on. We can clear everything we see. And then go to y equal, and let's clear out the previous problem. And then go up to y1, and y1 will be the left side of the equation. This is very standard. y1 is always the left side, and y2 is the right side. The other thing that's standard here is that you can't use any variable except x in the y equal window. So instead of b, we're going to put x. So let's put x divided by, open parentheses, x minus 5, close parentheses, plus 2 divided by, open parentheses, x plus 5. And again, when we're entering it in the calculator, we go from top to bottom and left to right, just like this. And we've got the first side in. Let's go to the right side now and put the right side in, which is 50 divided by, open parentheses, again, x squared minus 25, close parentheses. All right, then we go to table set and make sure that independent is set to ask. And if you've recently used your calculator for checking, that is probably where it is already. If it's not there, again, use your arrow to go down to ask and hit enter, and the ask will be highlighted. And then go to table, which is above graph, and you can hit delete to clear anything that's in there. And the first thing we're going to do is put the number 5 in. Okay? And that's your first answer that you got. And then hit enter. And I got an error message. Error messages usually come up if one of the answers that you arrive at causes a denominator to be 0. So if you look back here, when that happens, you can see that if I put a 5 in the first denominator, it made it 0. It also made the right side 0 in the denominator. So that's not considered a solution then. So we'll cross that one out. Sometimes this is the best method we have, and sometimes the answers we get don't work. And that is pretty much true from here on out in mathematics. You have to check your work. And then the next answer, negative 12, may or may not be a solution. And put it in there and hit enter, and both sides come out equal. So for this problem, there's only one solution, and that is the b equals negative 12. All right, let's go back over what we do here. We use the y equal key after putting the parentheses around expressions that needed parentheses, we enter y1 for the left side, y2 for the right side. And then we go to the table set, make sure it's set for independent variable to ask, and then we go to table and enter our answers one at a time and see if they check. And if we get an error message, we verify that that made one of the denominators, at least one, equal to 0.